Vicky with Farm Diggity. I'm with Louanne Twa, my friend. We were novices together. We started out, and here we are at Soldier Hollow. Louanne is in the double lift, and it's an amazing accomplishment. Louanne, congratulations. You were in the double lift last weekend as well. Where were you last weekend?
Medicine Hat.
And the
Canadian finals.
made it to the double lift. So amazing. How long has it been when we started? How long ago?
12 years ago.
12 years ago. And she was just laughing that her ponytail was too tight, she said one time, and she kept getting her flanks wrong, and that was her excuse. So basically we really stunk. So, but you don't stink anymore. So I want to talk to you a little bit about what you think changed, and how I want to maybe encourage the people at home that are watching as to how you get to this point. How can you, what happened? Like, tell me, start with what dog you had. What did you run for a dog when you started?
I started with a Border Collie Cross.
Mm-hmm.
She was very, very bad. Bad. No stock sense, no stop, lots of bite. Very bad.
So that was an easy dog for you to run?
Never ran her actually ever.
Okay. So it dawned on you that maybe that wasn't the right dog, but how did that happen? What?
I started with Randy Dye, and he was super patient with me. He let me kind of hang around with him and follow his friends around. And so I came to watch some work dogs in big fields and different places, and I was like, oh, I want to do that. I want to get better. I want to, I want to be able to do that.
So you could see him and his friends, and their dogs were different.
Yes, absolutely. Stock sense, they listened. They just completely different dogs than mine.
Okay, so you were on the hunt then. You noticed it. You knew it was the dog. You got yourself a different dog.
Yeah, I bought a started dog, and that's when I started running in Novice. Went all the way to Pro Novice, and we just topped out there.
Good.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
That was as far as he wanted to go.
But it made a difference.
It did, absolutely.
So you would say to the people at home that a good quality dog will help you. It became easier. The sport became easier with a good quality dog.
Well, I wouldn't say easy. More attainable.
Okay. All right.
Nothing's easy in sheepdog trialing.
Yeah.
But more attainable, absolutely. More talent and more aha moments where your dog actually bent off pressure and your dog actually read the stock, and I was like, oh, that's what Randy's been telling me for 2 years.
Okay. Okay.
Those kind of things were with that dog really made a difference. It's like, oh yeah.
Speaking of Randy, you found help too.
Yes.
And you were telling me that the things that you felt were important, and one was a mentor and help.
Yeah.
And so tell me a little bit about that. Who do you find? What do you think is important to look for in help?
Right. So back then there was no social media.
Yeah.
YouTube was brand new.
Right.
I asked around,
Okay.
and I was sent to Randy. Nowadays, there's so many resources out there, but I do think you need to go to trials and find someone that you like how they run, you like how they treat their dogs,
Right. Important.
like their style, you get along with them, and you relate with them, and they're going to take care of you as much as you're going to get stuff from them.
Because if they treat their dog well too, you can trust them with
Yes.
your dog, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, you do.
Yes.
So find somebody that you trust, and then stick with them.
Yeah. I'm not a big believer in floating around different styles of training, different styles of management. It tends to be too much miscommunication with the dog. A clinic with one person 1 week and the next person the next week, that's not going to help you. It's not going to get you very far. It's too many signals with your dog.
So find somebody you like, stick with them, find a good dog. What about commitment? You said something to me about commitment. What does commitment mean to you in that regard? Like, how committed? What do you have to do?
Well, you have to be very committed. It's super hard. It will be the hardest thing you've ever learned, done, and taught. I grew up with horses and cow horse and cutting horse, and this, in my opinion, is 10 times harder. You're not on them, you're not. So you really have to be committed to your goal and your dream. and it's going to take a lot of time and a lot of money and a lot of effort, and it's not going to be fun.
Sometimes there's setbacks. You said that to me. You have to persevere, don't you?
Yes, perseverance. Yes.
I know you had a good dog and it was going well and it broke its leg, and that really set you back, didn't it, for a little while?
It did, yeah. 18 months, 10 surgeries, and then he was all that better after, but I didn't have a dog to run, yeah, it was difficult.
So, but you got through it. You
Yes.
persevered. You continue the commitment. You have a good trainer, good mentors, good friends that support you, and here you are. Tell me about your dog that you're going to run at the double lift. What's his name?
I'm going to run Gus. He's 6. I've had him since he was 8 weeks old.
Yeah,
And he's a great dog. Great
He is.
dog.
yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Congratulations. It really is a good life. Farm Diggity.